Welcome into Point Blank, brought to you by Fitz Roofing. I'm Brandon Strange. Joel, welcome in. It is official. We will have an Astros season this year as MLB and the players agree to a 60-game season. We're coming off one of the strangest off seasons in Major League Baseball history, really. And right now it seems like it's the Astros versus the world. There are some challenges, but there are some great opportunities. Joel, let's start out with some of those challenges.
There's a couple of challenges. I mean, look, now we've got this whole negotiation behind us. The focus is going to be, again, on, as we get closer to the season, the team that's the face of the sign stealing scandal, and that's the Astros. Everybody's going to be gunning for them, and they're going to say, hey, look, you're the ones that have been basically convicted. The Red Sox got a slap on the wrist. The Yankees don't want that letter to be open, and we don't know what's in it. And even if we find out what's in it, it could be pre-2017, pre-Apple Watch scandal and not show enough or anything to really say that's going to change the narrative of the Astros are the poster boys of sign stealing. So it's going to be on their shoulders. They're going to get a lot of extra heat no matter where they play and how many fans are going to be there. The media is still going to be there, and they're going to be jumping all over the Astros every chance they get.
Absolutely. I think that there's some also unique opportunities too about, or at least some unique challenges based on who they'll be playing, right? They'll be playing NL West and AL West teams. What's inherent with that?
It's a lot more travel. It's a lot of late nights. It's a lot of kind of getting off your central time zone when you're not in your own beds and playing at Minute Maid Park. So it's going to be interesting to see. Good news is they've adjusted in the past because playing in the AL West, they've played those teams before. They've been on that schedule before. Interesting to see how the venom is going to come from Los Angeles, if indeed when they play the Dodgers, because of all of the controversy and all of the players that felt like they got cheated and all the fan base there, which is almost as bad as the Yankees. But yeah, it's going to be different time zones and a lot more of it. But I think the big thing is for the Astros, they know their own division. If they just take care of business there, they should be a playoff team regardless.
Well, the season is in no way doom or gloom. And so I want to touch on a lot of the advantages that the Astros have this season. But first, Joel, give us a word from our video sponsor at the folks from Fitz Roofing.
Yeah, we love the people at Fitz Roofing because they have always been behind us, just like they're behind the city of Houston. They're still doing free, no obligation inspections. If you got something wrong with your roof, maybe it's a leak, or maybe you're thinking about putting a new roof on your business or your home, all you got to do is call them, 832-521-3001. They do a free, no obligation inspection. Costs you nothing, and if you want them to do the work, there's nobody better in the business. They are the best. Fitz Roofing, making a difference one home at a time.
Now, Joel, let's talk about some of these advantages that the Astros will have going into the shortened season.
There's a lot of them, actually. When you think about it, they're going to go with a designated hitter in both leagues, which means you don't have to worry about where Yordan Alvarez plays in the field as a liability, and you have him in the lineup every single day. And as long as he's the Yordan of last regular season, he's a guy that you want in the middle of your lineup that in regular circumstances, you would have been in some tough and dire straits trying to figure out if you were going to put him in the outfield or put him somewhere he's not comfortable. Now you don't have to worry about that. That's a big deal. 60-game schedule means, look, they have a lot of opportunities because they're still a deeper team. And the deeper teams are going to really succeed here because they're cramming so many games in a small window of time. You're going to need guys to be able to fill in. And the fact that you have guys that can play multiple positions, i.e. Yuli Gurriel. You have guys that can come in and step in for a game or two and give you the same kind of production that you're going to get out of the regular lineup. Advantage Astros. And the pitching staff still isn't bad, and the bullpen is still fairly deep. So I think those are advantages for the Astros, and it's going to put them in a big situation. The other big bonus is no fans. So you can't hear as much of the jeering and the abuse that they were going to take as they were taking in spring training. You don't get to see the signs as much and all the people trying to hammer them with negativity when they're on the road. So if they just take care of their business like they're fully capable of doing, I think they'll be a playoff team and then let the cards fall where they may.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. And I think one of the cool things about this is one of their biggest critics this offseason have been the Dodgers. They'll get an opportunity to face them. Normally, they would have to wait until the World Series or some sort of interleague play. Now they get to face them early on. They'll get to go head-to-head with them, and they have an opportunity to put some of that narrative to rest.
Oh, send a message, send it early, send it often, and then if you meet them in the playoffs, you already know that they, in the back of their minds, they know what they're up against because they're the best team that money can buy in the National League, and no one's disputing that. But they still have to do it because there are no paper champions. You got to do it on the field. The Astros have proven, even after the cheating scandal of 17, they got back there and had a lead with about 8 outs to play in 19, which means their roster is still fully capable of doing it again. No, there's no Garrett Cole, but there's still a full season of Zach Greinke and some other opportunities, including getting Lance McCullers back, to where they're going to be in a good position. And I think that if they send a message early, they're going to be okay late, because of the fact that they are so deep, they're so talented, and they're experienced. Don't lose sight of the fact that 17, 18, 19, experienced in the playoffs every single year, good deep runs, they're going to be back right where they belong at the end of the season.